welcome back to Millie Crafts Adventure Guild. This week's episode, we are continuing the Mega Village build. First episode, we did all of these beautiful villager houses in every single wood type in order to connect that village over there to that village that you can see way over there. And in the first episode, I built all of the different types of wood types, used all of them in different kinds of styles so that we could have a villager type in every single house with the wood types. In today's episode, though, we are going to be working on stone types. So as you can see, I laid out foundations, which the foundations themselves will be replaced with the stone types of whatever type they are, but I wanted to make sure that I had all of them, and I'm sure I'm missing some, so if you watch this episode and see something in the something I'm missing, make sure you drop it in the comments. And speaking of dropping things in the comments and, you know, subscribing and stuff, my subscriber list has finally gotten up right around 350 by the time of this video, and I have a lot of names. I'm gonna go through them very, very quickly because there's a ton of you. So thank you so much. And I don't know why there's a drown under me right now. But anyway, let's get started. I wanted to show you, before we go into the time lapse, my thought process on building these things. I realized last episode I didn't really do a lot of that. So what I wanted to do is kind of go through the stone building. It's very simple. I'm going to replace some of these corner blocks, and I'm going to mix it up and use a couple of the different kinds of stone varieties, the cut stone. Now, I don't know if I mentioned this in last episode or not, but I thought about using bricks and blocks, and I'm not going to count stone bricks as a brick. I'm just going to count it as stone. So I like to set out just a basic design and make it really easy. We're going to put smooth stone as the flooring, because that'll kind of give it a little bit of a difference, and I'll probably use some more smooth stone in other parts of this build. We'll use some of this chiseled stone to just sort of give it a nice little outline and make it not look too castle-ish, I guess would be the best thing to say. I obviously could have used a lot of other stone types. Cut stone, the mossy stone. I'm not using mossy stone in this episode, but if you think that needs to stand out, like mossy cobble and mossy stone needs to stand out as their own types, let me know, and we can use those in the next episode. But for now, we're just gonna kind of take a few of these here. Yeah. And I kind of look around, I see what we can view, like through windows, so that is the reason I put a window there. Somebody would want to look up at the Adventure Guild from this window, possibly, and then this kind of lets out onto this area, and I better sleep. So also part of this design process is you might want to like switch up things a little bit and get other types of stone to give us a little bit of a difference. Yeah, I like how that looks. And in fact, we probably could have used, I wonder if I should have used this. So let's try changing all of that out to stone. This. Do that. Could do is come back through here and actually put in stone walls. There we go. Oh, was not supposed to have changed those out. There we go. So that'll give it a little bit of a texture change in between the two different types of stone that we have. And I just do this too, so that I can kind of give it a little bit more texture here. Are you looking forward to having a house soon, sir? Yeah? Okay. Well, soon. It's not ready yet, though. Please don't kill yourself on this. Hurt yourself. It's gonna be very boxy. Totally understand how boxy that is gonna be, but I kind of like it like that. Put some windows. Finish off the windows. There we are. So there is the basic structure of the house, and then we're gonna put on a roof. And I thought having some of this smooth stone will keep it kind of different than the rest of it. So it doesn't look all too samey, although we're dealing with one stone here. It's gonna be samey no matter what. And then I got these stone brick stairs. Here we go. There is our stone house. Very simple. Very plain. It looks very grayscale. I think my friend Q Prospector might actually like this house because of the stone coloration to it. Alright, so now you see my process. Like, literally, I fiddle around with it. I try different colors, I try different shapes, and then different chisel designs, smooth stone, other kinds of things. Add a little bit of glass, plop a door in there. I'll go and put some torches in there and put it in a bed, and then, you know, it's a house. And then I'll slowly coax these villagers over to use these beds and start continuing to move into this section. So, hope you enjoy this time lapse. I'm going to build the rest of the houses in the time lapse, and then I'll take you on a quick tour at the end. Let's get started. So I decided to bring you back in because it was around this time as I was finishing up a couple of these houses that I realized I didn't have any villagers coming on over here. So I ended up kidnapping a couple of them from this upper village over here. I'm hoping these two will start filling out this area. I'm counting on you, sir. I'm counting on you and your farmer friend to start filling out all these houses. Are you up to the task? I'm not sure he's up to the task, but we'll keep on going. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed all of those time lapses. As you can see, that little farmer over there kind of also shares a field over there, and we have children. We have lots of children. Now, something I did not address when I started the video was, why did I build this gray cat statue? I recently lost a very dear pet of mine. Her name was Olivia. She was a beautiful gray cat, and I had to do something in her honor here in this area. But I'm not going to dwell on it, but just know that that's what that's for. I will come back to the sandstones in the next episode. As you can see, we're down to, there's a house over there. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then 7, 8, and 9 houses. About 9 houses left, unless I forgot a stone or block or brick type. So there's stone blocks, there's the different sandstones, there's the 2 types of nether brick, there's regular brick, etc. So I still have to build all of these houses. So first off, we have our end stone house. I'm going to do these in reverse this time. The end stone house, I decided to make it very blocky, and it actually reminds me of a White Castle. If you're in America, yeah, this reminds me of White Castle, and that's why I built it this way. I might switch out these the weaponsmith for like a butcher or something like that. I think that might be fitting, but I did not have all the blocks with me. Then we move on to the basalt, and I used all of the basalt types, the chiseled basalt, the regular basalt, and the smooth basalt. And then I made up the floor, and we'll probably have a smith here at some point, a weaponsmith probably, I mean a toolsmith probably. Then our mason got moved into the blackstone house. Blackstone house is one of the smallest ones I did, and as you'll notice, I used a lot of the actual walls. When you are building walls, and same with the end stone, if you're building walls and you don't need to put anything on them like a painting or anything, walls like that actually work really well, and I probably could have used it up here too, but I decided to leave those alone. Now over here, oh, we now have a golem. And over here, quartz house, I mean the calcite house, I had to add diorite to because there's no half slabs, and I didn't want to necessarily do anything with the floors. Maybe we'll get a librarian in here, maybe we won't, we'll see. Then the diorite I mixed with the different types of diorite, obviously, and I also used the walls again in this build. Now this one doesn't have anything right now, but I really like this one. Even though it's like diorite and it's kind of ugly, it reminds me of kind of a Greek statue or Greek like pillar or something, but it's a lot shorter. Over here we have the deep slate house. The deep slate house, I built this higher area here, and it sort of looks like a church a little bit. So I might move the leather workers out of here and maybe put the clerics in. I don't know, or maybe hello, maybe a librarian or something. Absolutely wonky dripstone house, which I had to add terracotta in because if you notice this building, this part here, if that whole building had been built like that, oh boy, that would not have looked good at all. Oh, we're getting rain. And then I did put wood floors in here. I did take the jungle wood and actually the jungle doors too. Look pretty good with it. And again with the tuff. Now, I really wish I was playing on the next version, or I had like the special plugins or something to do with tough blocks. So I actually use stone. So if for some reason I end up actually upgrading this particular world to the new world and tough becomes available and all the other smooth tough and chiseled tough becomes available, all of this stone will get switched out for that. Of course, we have the andesite house. The andesite house had a lot of fun differences, and I made it a very blocky kind of build. And again, use the walls from the andesite, and it kind of really makes a really funky looking modern type house. Cobblestone house. I had to do something with it, so it got mossy cobble added. There's stone floors. And it's got an upper floor kind of area, which I really liked. I mean, for as ugly as this house is, the shape is really cool. Then granite, of course, was more like a tower kind of little thing. And I do have a cleric in and out of here. And then finally our stone house, which you already saw. Alright, now that the rain has stopped and a beautiful rainbow has come out during this morning, I wanted to thank you all for watching this episode and for hanging out with me today. I hope you enjoyed all the time lapses. This was 3 or 4 hours worth of work in order to get all of these little mini houses put together. Now, something I was wondering if you would be interested in, and you can let me know in the comments, is when I get to part 5 or part 3 or 4, whatever it is, when I get to that, when I get to actually decorating this area, most of these houses would be a good size for a starter house, and I could totally decorate these up as if I were making starter houses as opposed to just decorating them for villagers. So I could show how a house like this could have a whole wall of storage chests and all of your, your beds and your crafting tables and all of your supplies, maybe have an enchanting setup, etc. So if you'd be interested in that, let me know. Otherwise, I hope you all have a fantastic week. Thank you so much for watching this. I can't wait for the last episode of this. We are almost there. There are only 9 houses left to go. But do let me know if I forgot any wood types, wood types, stone types, brick types, all of those things now. Again, I have not done terracotta. If you want to see the houses back there switched out with all the colors of terracotta, let me know. Otherwise, I'm just gonna leave it with the plans that I have right now. Give yourself a hug for me, and I will see you next time. I'll see you next time. Bye, everyone. Have a great one. And if you didn't see part 1, go ahead and click it. I have it linked over there on the upper left-hand corner there, and the rest of my my Adventure Guild series playlist. And make sure you subscribe. Bye, everyone. Wow, you guys are noisy.